All right. Okay. All right. Fuck. We're at 10 goddamn hours. All right. Last thing and the last topic I'm gonna do is this whole Travis Scott thing. And thank you guys for rocking with me today, man. I love y'all. I didn't even think I was gonna stream for 10 hours. Trust me. Okay. So if you guys don't know, essentially, and I see a bunch of people, like even asking because they thought I was posting fake shit. But this chart, you usually don't see it. This chart comes from it's a site that uses Luminate as their it's Music Connect. They use Luminate as their source. It's not public. It's not open. You can't go on it and Google it, right? This is a paid subscription thing that usually record labels and other people who are industry side, they pay sometimes tens of thousands, and I know bigger labels have paid over 100,000 for this data. It's a very in-depth. It gives data broken down and all type of stuff to help artists and also really specifically labels market and put together marketing plans for regions they are strong in or put together tours. So it's a data site, okay? Because I've seen a lot of people, they thought that I was putting out fake stuff. No, this is from a site that I'm almost certain that the majority of people that you are seeing, if they're fans talking about sales, they don't have access to this, okay? Anyway, Days Before the Rodeo is a 10-year-old mixtape by Travis Scott. It just got put up on streaming services on like the 26th. It was competing with Sabrina Carpenter's Short and Sweet, and this is like her big debut. I think it's a debut at first. No, not a debut, but this is like her big coming out party type shit. You know what I mean? This was supposed to be like, oh, this chick is now a superstar, right? Because her last one did like 171 or something. Anyway, I really say that to say because the music business is such an interesting place and it's so easily manipulated and it's so easily, it's so malleable, right? At first, people thought Travis Scott was going to do 100,000 less than this woman. And then, the numbers start numbering. And then Travis was supposed to beat her. And then eventually what ended up happening is that Travis Scott did not beat her. He lost by a few hundred records and he came in at number 2. This was a whole industry clusterfuck, right? This is, for you to understand what's going on and how this industry works. This was a power play by the majority of people. And give me 1 second. I'm just verifying something real quick. Okay. To understand what happened here, Epic is owned by Sony. The 3 big labels in the game is Sony Music Entertainment, Warner Music Group, Universal Music Group. Sony was trying to step on the coming out party of Sabrina Carpenter, who is essentially UMG's new darling and supposed to be, she's on the trajectory of being like this new superstar. Now, if she didn't get number 1, this would be an epic loss on Universal side because you're losing to a 10-year-old mixtape by a Epic. Again, Epic is owned by Sony. So your competitors, one of your competitors' main artists drops a 10-year-old mixtape and beats your coming out party for your new superstar. So there's a lot of fudging that went on. And really on both sides, got to be honest, right? And I'm not going to just sit here and just stroke Travis Scott's cock. The reality is Travis Scott and his people, they sold mostly bundles. They sold packages that fans were purchasing. And yes, there was a lot of streams, but there was a lot of buying of these packages. They offered all type of incentives. They packaged, and the sales got to be around 365. They thought they were going to easily beat Sabrina Carpenter. The last numbers they had gotten was that Sabrina was supposed to be at like 330. However, Universal, they're not playing around either. They did their finessing and they did their, hula hoops and backflips or whatever, and they made sure they beat Travis Scott. So this was a last minute thing. Luminate Luminate, Nielsen, whatever you want to call it, they told Billboard that there was, a lot of unaccounted for sales, and apparently a lot of these sales came from mom and pop stores. So Sabrina Carpenter beat Travis Scott because Travis thought he won and Epic thought he won, except in the 9th hour, Sabrina Carpenter found like 50 stores that were mom and pop stores that don't automatically report. They reported later. So they came with their numbers later that edged out Travis Scott. I only say this to say this is proof of how the music industry controls itself. They pick who's number one. They inflate sales when they want to. This is why, when I hear people talk about some of these artists, the very moment that these labels are done with an artist, or the very moment they have put a lot of stock or a lot of they've put their chips in on an artist, that artist can't fail, right? And this is where again, I know I hate when I say like somebody like Drake. Like, Drake isn't half the artist he is if Universal says fuck him. That's a fact. And I know this has been going around where people are like, no, well, Universal wanted him to lose the battle. No. If they want to turn Drake down, they'll turn Drake down. Like, they run this shit. Now, the only exception here, and I know you would think Drake is the exception, the only exception is Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift has shown so much power that she has Universal around her finger, but they know they need her and also need her catalog. But regardless, to get back to the point, this was completely bullshit. Travis did get fleeced a bit, but I can't feel bad for Travis because everybody's playing this industry game of fudging bundles. And if we go back to Travis Scott's history, Travis Scott, remember when Nicki Minaj was losing it over Travis Scott beating her? And she blamed Baby Stormy? Nicki Minaj. Let's see. Nicki Minaj. Remember when Nicki was ranting about that? Like, she was going crazy.
Whole nigga of the week, of course, is Travis Scott. Woo! Travis Scott on Thursday, when he realized the Queen was about to have the #1 album in America, he and his label decided to have Kylie and Baby Stormy put up a tour pack.
By the way, again, Travis Scott is on Sony. Nicki Minaj is on UMG. UMG and Sony, every time Travis drops, they try to put out one of their big dogs to go against Travis, and they've lost damn near every time. Okay? This is the first time they've beaten Travis, but Travis used a 10-year mixtape. Still, Sony wanted Travis to win.
Pass. He had her go and post and say, hey, me and Stormy can't wait to see y'all. How are you selling something that does not have anything to do with your album, but it's being counted on Billboard as album sales? But what we not gonna do is have this auto-tune man coming up here selling fucking sweaters and telling y'all he sold 500,000 fucking albums, because he didn't. And it's a lot of rappers behind the scene that want to talk about it, and they're scared. But sweetheart, I'm not scared. I'm legendary in these streets.
Check it out now. Oh shit, it's my video. Damn. Shit, I got shocked by my own goddamn voice. Where is it? There's a longer version of it.
Whole niggas behind the scene that want to talk about it, and they're scared. But sweetheart, I'm not scared. I'm legendary in these streets. I'm legendary in these streets. I'm legend. I'm legend. I'm legend.
Now, if you're wondering how Travis sold so many records, because everybody's flopping, you go to shop.travisscott.com, and when you click here, you'll realize he sold a lot of vinyls. Now, you still can't knock him. I'm gonna be honest with you, because him selling vinyls, there are specific rules for vinyls that essentially force Travis to have these vinyls pressed up before. Vinyls take a while to mass produce. And according to the new rules, if these aren't already, pressed up and printed, people can't really take advantage of them. Anyway, you could buy the digital deluxe for $4.99, and you could buy the vinyl for $40. And again, most people buying these vinyls do not have, they don't have, what do you call it again? They don't have like even a vinyl player, right? Like, but it's now like a collection item, and that's the thing that matters. Let me see. There's a few other things. I thought he was selling some other shit too. Yeah, okay, yeah. He was selling some exclusive merchandise. I don't know if I could get into that yet. It looked like they've taken off all the merchandise. Obviously, the week is done, so they really that merchandise was only out for the week. So they were selling exclusive merchandise and other limited edition items that were bundled with the deluxe album, the digital deluxe, and that's how Travis Scott sold that much. Now, I can't be mad at Travis. I gotta be mad at the other artists who are big that don't take advantage of it. Because when Taylor Swift sells 3 million records first week, she's doing it via the same way, bundles. She's not doing it off just streaming. I don't know why Drake doesn't do bundles to the extent of how Travis does it. And I don't know why Kanye West hasn't done that. I think Kanye West doesn't like to mix his businesses. But if he ever Kanye would have sold like 2 million records first week if he bundled them with a fucking pair of Yeezys, right? Like he could have done it a bunch of times. He just never did. So again, you can't hate the player, hate the game, and then if your favorite artist ain't doing it. And by the way, Nicki's last album, Nicki Minaj store. Nicki Minaj's last album, actually, she sold a lot of merch as well. You could get the Gag City tee, right? Like, I know y'all want the Gag City tee, right? Why not? Yeah, she had a bunch of stuff. I believe this is a website. So, I can't knock it. Everybody's realizing packaging stuff absolutely works. You get what I'm saying? So, that's how Travis sold it. And I can't be mad that Travis, got finessed or lost that number one spot. Because in reality, bro, like, he was trying to game the system too. Not saying it's cheating doing all this bundle shit, but he's trying to do his 1-2 finesse, and Shorty finessed better than you, right? Can't be mad at her. Shorty just finessed a little better than you. You will be okay. Okay? So again, I know a lot of people are mad that Travis Scott got finessed. They want to get mad at Billboard, this and third, but the issue here is bigger than Travis Scott. It's UMG and his Sony Music. Travis, I'm not to say he's a pawn, but he's just a player on a chessboard. And this was a match that Universal finally won, where Sony usually wins it, and they usually use Travis Scott as the person to beat whoever. Travis Scott beat Nicki Minaj, and I think he beat somebody else before on Universal. So I can't knock it, man. I can't knock it. I think Drake and other people should take advantage of this a little bit more, but who knows? Maybe people won't buy OVO sweaters as much as they would buy all this Travis Scott shit, okay? All right, man. Chat, listen, it's been 10 hours. I ain't even know I streamed this damn long. I do love y'all. and we're trying to start another streak. So today's the first day of our new streak. Hopefully, I'm gonna be back on tomorrow. Not even hopefully, I'll be back on tomorrow. See if I'll give you guys a couple more hours. If I didn't get to a topic today, and I truly do apologize, I hope to get to it tomorrow. But let's start a new streak, and I appreciate you guys still coming here, despite I haven't streamed in 6 days. All right, chat. I want y'all to go get some rest. Get up early for work, school, whatever you got to do. Keep accomplishing your dreams. I keep saying, listen, man, this is what I've been on recently. Every morning, no matter how busy you are, and I'm pretty busy, I don't care if you have a million things to do. Take 1 hour out of your day, and you should either do two things every single day. Just 1 hour. You should be learning a new skill. Like this is gonna sound mad boring, y'all. Like I'm learning to do some DIY like inside the house shit. I told you I've been on my like handyman shit. So I'm learning how to like build out closets. And for me it's like just kind of dope doing some shit with your hands, and I got a little saw to like cut the wood. Like I'm trying to learn a skill. Like it's just what it is. And it's not like a skill that I can't pay somebody to do. But I like feeling like I'm always learning still. You know what I mean? Like I hate being stagnant, right? So I advise you guys at least an hour, either learn a new skill, a skill that maybe you could even turn to a business later. I'm not trying to turn this into a business, but I'm saying is learn something, takes you an hour, or use that hour to work on your goals in life, right? Whatever your goals in life, if it's to start a t-shirt company, do some research on that, make some progress every day. All you need is an hour, all right? I'm telling you, we waste far too much time on bullshit and then watch other people accomplish their dreams and then wonder what happened to ours, all right? Take some time to do that tomorrow, chat, and I'll see you at some point tomorrow. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys, from everybody watching on Twitch to Rumble to, of course, YouTube, the Academy channel, and King Academics, and even on Facebook. Love you guys. I'm going to see you tomorrow.